glacial ice. Welcome to Alaska. You don't have to go all the way to Lake Louise in Banff National Park. Alaska has its own Lake Louise. What an unbelievable hike. I'm just left speechless. So it's time to head to Denali.
I can be with you wherever, staying at home or in a foreign land. I can stay like this forever, 'cause I got the world in my hand.
Hello and welcome from Denali National Park and Preserve. In fact, I'm just about to enter the national park where I'll be spending 3 nights camping 30 miles all the way inside the national park. I'm super excited. I've heard a lot about this park and I just can't wait to get started.
I can stay like this forever, 'cause I got the world in my hand. Oh, 'cause I got the world in my hand. Oh, 'cause I got the world in my hand.
So I made it to my campground where I'll be camping for the next 3 nights. So my living conditions at this campground are quite different from what they were a few nights back in Anchorage. So I went from living in a very comfortable Airbnb with all the modern amenities one can hope for to basically this. All I have is my tent, a fire rig, a bench to sit on which is basically wet and useless because of all the rain. Luckily I have my car as a backup to sleep in case it starts pouring down and gets very cold at night. I also have potable water. There are water spigots everywhere, and then there are toilet facilities over here. No showers. So while the living conditions may not be very appealing, at least the dinner options are a little bit more promising. So for dinner, I have a choice of pad thai with chicken. I also have a choice of chicken and rice. The chicken and rice comes with red bell peppers, carrots and celery. Pad thai with chicken is rice noodles with chicken, white meat and vegetables in a savory sauce, freeze dried. In fact, I have pad thai for 2 nights. So that's the wrap of my dinner options over here. I have some options for breakfast too, which I'll show you in the morning. Time to soak up some evening sun. So for the record, the sunset over here happens at 2 minutes past midnight. So yes, in the summer month up over here, you get to experience the midnight sun. So the sun does set and it does rise again at 3:30 a.m. and then between those 3 hours you have enough twilight to actually not having to need any artificial light. Good morning from Denali. A long day in Denali calls for a pretty big breakfast, and these are my options for breakfast. For cereals, I have Flapjack Power Cut Cinnamon and Maple, Flapjack Power Cut Buttermilk and Maple, Cinnamon, Apples and Oats. I also have a choice of fruit. I have bananas. I have an orange. I also have some croissants. I also have the good old Quaker raisin, date and walnut. I also have a couple of choices of beverage. So the plan for today is to ride the Denali Park bus all the way up to mile 66. I'm currently at mile 29, which is where this campground is. And then hopefully along the way we can see some wildlife. And at the end of that bus ride at mile 66, I can probably do a hike. It's called as the Alpine Tundra hike or something like that I can do in that area to get some really good views and spot even more wildlife. Hey squirrel. Hey there. Come to me, come to me, come to me, come to me. Pretty idyllic scene going on over here. To my left is the small river flowing from one of the many glaciers in this area, and I'm surrounded by mountains on all sides, and I'm having my lunch. Wow, I just saw my first ever bull moose. The moose being such a mystic creature, it was unbelievable to see a moose up close. In fact, there wasn't one, there were two bull moose right next to each other, only about 100 feet from the trail. Doing some off-trail hiking. It's totally recommended by the Park Service over here. You basically choose your own trail. Go wherever you want. No restrictions whatsoever. I had only read about the tundra in the geography textbooks back then in school, but now I get to experience it firsthand. Nothing like first-hand practical experience. I think that's how every kid should be taught, rather than what they just read and see in textbooks. That's just not the right kind of education according to me. Waiting at the side of the road for the bus to come and pick me up. So the bus dropped me off at the Polychrome Pass at mile marker 46. I did a hike over there, and then I'm just waiting for a bus to come and pick me up. Hopefully the next bus will have room for me, and that bus should take me to my campground. So there comes my bus. Now just have to hope there is room for one more person, and then I'm good. So there goes the bus. Sadly there was no room on that bus either, but luckily there is one more bus coming just behind, and I'm hoping this bus has room for me now. Now on the subject of the buses here, the buses work as hop on hop off. You're free to hop off at any point in time, and then on the way back out of the park you need to just wait for a bus. You can basically just flag the bus any point in time, and if there is room on the bus then you get in. Now while the wait for the bus continues, here are some more facts about Denali. Now North America's tallest peak, Mount Denali, after which this national park is named, is well within this park. The summit of Mount Denali, which is about 20,300 feet, hopefully I'm right, is about 50 miles that way, which on a clear day you can see it. Unfortunately today is not such kind of day. Today is a bit cloudy, although it's sunny over here, but I'm pretty sure the mountain has its own weather. It takes about 3 weeks or even more to climb the summit of Mount Denali, which obviously remains snow-clad for 365 days of the year. It is considered to be one of the pinnacles of anyone's mountaineering career, and is even considered to be harder than some of the peaks in the Himalayas. There goes bus number 3. Still no luck. While the wait for the bus continues, here is some more information about Denali National Park. Now, Denali National Park and Preserve is a really huge park. In terms of square acres, in terms of area, it's about 6 million acres. That's actually bigger than the state of Massachusetts. There is one single road that starts from the park's entrance and goes all the way to the end of the park, and that road runs for 90 miles. Now, while the bus wait continues even longer, here are some facts about Alaska. Now, Alaska is not only the biggest state in America, it's actually by far the biggest state. In fact, you can take the next 3 largest states, Texas, California and Montana, and you'll still have room to spare. Alaska also simultaneously has the westernmost, northernmost as well as the easternmost point in all of USA. That's pretty incredible. So finally on the bus.
Life is in a stream. The ocean called for you and me. Still, I'm in this game, but without my closest friend. Fear, it's leaving now. I waited here, but nothing came. So
And that's the scene out here at 11 in the evening. It's still pretty lights out. The sun won't set for another 1 hour at least. But I'm ready to call it a night. It's been a long day.
it's shining through the light in you.
I guess today is my lucky day. I finally got to see Mount Denali in its full grandeur and glory. That's Mount Denali right over there. You can actually see the 2 peaks, the south peak on the left and then the north peak on to the right. That was one of the longest shower I've ever had. I guess after going showerless for 3 days, camping outdoors and hiking in that dust, my body was, I was beginning to hate my own body. But now I'm at a Airbnb in the Anchorage area. I'm going to spend my last night of my Alaskan adventure, and what a great adventure it has been. It was everything that I expected and some more. I hiked up mountains, walked up mountain ridges, saw glaciers, multiple glaciers, even walked on a glacier. I saw some pristine lakes, so many different forests, different mountain ranges, the Chugast mountain range near Anchorage, as well as the Alaska mountain range near Denali. And to see wild animals in their pristine habitat was just an unbelievable experience. To see a bunch of grizzlies, moose, and caribou for the very first time in my life, that was such a beautiful, beautiful experience. If you enjoyed this adventure as much as I did, then please go ahead and give it a like. Also, please drop in a comment, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then please go ahead and hit that red button. Also, if you haven't watched the part 1 of my Alaskan adventure, then please go ahead and watch it. You'll find a link in the description of this particular video. Also, you'll find a link somewhere over here. And it's bye for now.